This module was all about validation. We first prepared the form for validation by ensuring that the form had a name and adding the noValidate attribute to ensure that the browser did not validate the form so that Angular could. We then identified the required fields and added the required attribute to the appropriate input elements. We then looked at ways to mark data entry elements on the form that are invalid. We used the ng class directive, the Bootstrap has error style class, and Angular validation states such as $invalid to set a style on any invalid input elements so the user can readily see which entries need corrections. But marking the data entry elements with a style was not enough. We also demonstrated how to display messages providing more detail on the issue. We used the $dirty validation state to ensure that we did not display messages prematurely. We then looked at the set of Angular validation attributes, such as ng-minlength and ng-maxlength, to provide additional validation. And we updated the message handling to display an appropriate message using $error. And all of this work would be for naught if we allowed the user to submit the form with validation errors. So lastly, we looked at how to prevent submittal of the form until all of the validation errors are resolved. Here again are the tasks that we originally identified for building a line of business application. This module completed the data entry forms task by adding the validation. The next task is business logic. Most line of business applications require some amount of business logic. Let's look at how and where to add business logic to an Angular application.